no trigger warning. Because honestly, I'm tired of hearing rumors about myself. I'm so fed up and tired with hearing rumors about myself. The things I hear about myself don't even make sense. It's some stuff that you can actually look at someone and say, yeah, that's a lie. And everyone just taking it for face value. No one ever wants to ask my side. They just go and run with the lies told. So therefore, this is my side. Since nobody, care to ask. If you see me looking down, I got everything written down from start to finish. From when I was a kid to right in this moment. Let's start from the beginning. I think I was 4, I believe, or 3 years old when my grandma passed away. And that was the beginning of my trauma with my toxic, abusive family. Let them tell it I'm the most messed up person in the world. Confirmation, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the bad guy. So I'm just here to clear my name. I was 34 years old when I watched my grandma take her last breath. I was literally in the bed with her. It was me, my mom, my aunts. They was literally surrounding her because she was really sick from cancer. And she wanted to die in her bed in her house, not at some nasty ass hospital. My mom worked at a hospital early morning hours, and my dad worked nights. So in the mornings, my dad would be with me, and my mom would come in the afternoon. But by the time my mom comes, my grandma would be there, so she didn't really have to do as much. She had a village. Keep this in mind. She wasn't a single mom her whole life, especially when I was young in the harder years. I lived in a 3-bedroom apartment with my grandma, my 3 aunts, and my 2 cousins at the time, and my youngest cousin, that's a year younger than me. We all was switched up, bunked up in a 3-bedroom apartment. One day, everything was cool. Like I said, my dad was very nice, one of the kindest men. I was so comfortable with him. Like, I was like a daddy's girl. Anything I looked at, anything I wanted, I got. Straight like that, even as a brat. That's why I probably am the way I am now, and I have such high standards, and I'm not taking nobody's bullshit, because I had a father in my life, and I didn't realize back then that not everyone had that. So I thought everyone just had a dad they could call on and ask for money and do whatever they wanted. Even when I was a kid, I would ask him for stuff. Like, I remember one time I asked him for these Barbie skates, and he actually got them for me. It was really expensive. It was one of those catalogs, all the catalogs from back in the day. You have, the telemarshals. Call this number at 8777 and get you some Barbie skates at the discounted price. Yeah, one of those ads. And he deadass called it and got it for me. At first, when my dad was around, she wasn't bad at all. One day, I guess she found him cheating, and I remember I was in the house with her. It was her, my mom. It was her, me, and my aunt in her room, and she was talking a whole bunch of shit. Once again, I'm a kid. I don't really know. I just know she was pissed. Then I hear a doorbell ring. I'm like, oh, Daddy. I run to the door. I give her a hug, hi, Daddy. And then she just punched this nigga. And not saying calling my dad a nigga, she just leaps on him. And I'm like, no. Squaring up. And then telling him to go to that bitch house. So I'm guessing now, looking back, of course, he was cheating. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. But that still was one of the most traumatic memories next to my grandma dying. And plus, my grandma just died. He was around like a year or 2 after she died to basically help with me, because my mother got pregnant with me when she was 30. She did not plan on having any kids. My grandma basically said, listen, that's my grandbaby, I'm gonna take care of her, don't even worry about it. You understand? Shortly after she found out she had cancer, and after my dad left, when she kicked him out, when she found out he was cheating, right? She was very mean and very bitter. Like, if I show you pictures of her back then and pictures of her now, you won't even think it was the same person. My mom used to take good care of herself. Like, she actually was pretty. She used to take really good care of herself. And I feel like the whole thing with my dad cheating, it took a toll on her mentally, to the point where she didn't dress up, she wasn't taking care of herself, she was just negative all the time, rude to people. Even me as a kid, she was very mean to me. Like, sometimes I was getting scared to speak because I didn't want to get my ass whipped. It was very Joe Jackson, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like, space because her friends and my aunt's friends would come over, why are you so quiet? Tell me, why are you so quiet? That's why I feel like when I was younger, I would just be quiet because it was like a defense mechanism. Like, if I'm quiet, I won't get attacked. If I'm quiet, I won't get yelled at. If I'm quiet, I won't get punished. If I'm quiet, I won't get picked on. Right? It's funny because after a while, that didn't work. She always made fun of me for looking like my dad, being skinny, my head being bigger than my body. And I guess that took a toll on my self-esteem as to why I was so quiet when I was younger. Once my dad was kicked out, he moved and something happened. My dad worked at night as a direct support specialist. He worked with cerebral palsy people and disabled people at night, so like in a night shift. And day shift, he would be selling, you know what? So he was selling that thing. I'm not exactly sure why he went to jail, but he ended up jail at one point. And around the time he went away to jail, once again, I wasn't speaking as much with him because I was a kid. They didn't want me in the business, even though he told me once he came home. Since my mom was working, I had to be with my aunt while she was working. But at one point, my perverted, bald-headed, fat, gut-ass uncle moved back into the apartment with all of us. He was always a goofy nigga. I remember one day, my aunt went to the store. It was me and my other cousin. She was always running around the house just getting into shit. Like, after my grandma died, I don't know, the house wasn't as shame. My grandma was a country woman, so she didn't play that dirty shit at all. She was very clean, very classy, very demure. My grandmother, so living room was like decked out, chandeliers, couch sets, nice. It was just nice. And I remember how the couch layout was. It was like a whole C. It was very big, lush, and she had like a glass table in the middle. And it seemed like after she died, it's like the apartment went downhill. My mom, I have to give her credit. While we were still living there, she was the main one keeping up with the cleaning and stuff like that. I'm just skipping over. I don't even want to tell you about this part. But anyways, this is the essay part. So trigger warning: if you don't want to hear about it, skip it out. Because me and my cousin, we was watching TV with him. We was about like 5, 6 years old. I still remember the outfit. I don't even have the outfit because he would just walk around the house with no shorts and some fucking pajama pants on. Blue, I don't know if it was the Knicks, but it had like a sports team on the pajama pants. It was dark blue with orange. I don't know if it was a baseball or basketball, but I don't remember those pants. And we always would play fight and stuff like that, you know, and I guess he wanted to play with us. So I mean, you know, he was joking around. And his dick fell out the slot of his pants one time. And we didn't know what the fuck it was. And then basically he said it was a lollipop. And he put our head in between his pants. I was 5, crazy because when it happened, I knew it wasn't right. I didn't feel right after it happened. I felt so weird. I remember being in the bathroom with my little cousin after it happened. And I asked her if she was okay. So even though a lot of people is gonna like try to make it, oh, you're crazy, la la la. This shit haunts me to this day. I have dreams about this shit to this day. Like that shit is. And once again, I didn't tell my dad because once again, I didn't speak to him at the time. He was in jail, and even after, I never told him to this day because I know how he is. The only person I told was my mom, aunt, and her, and my other aunt. Ended up kicking him out, and they took me and my cousin in the bathroom, and basically said what happened. I told what happened. She didn't tell. Basically said sorry for him and that it won't happen again. and he's leaving. And the thing about my family that kills me, they always love to cover shit up. Oh, we're gonna take you guys out to the movies. Oh, we're gonna take you guys out to eat. Taking us out to eat, taking us out to movies, taking us out shopping doesn't take away the fact that your fucking brother is disgusting, bro. Doesn't take away that fact, like, and it's crazy because as a kid, even as a kid, I knew it wasn't right. Like, what? Basically said, don't say anything in between us. You know, the toxic family secret shit. You saying this to kids that just want to go have fun. So I heard we're going shopping, we're going out after this. So until this day, my mom swears to God that conversation never happened, but I can tell you exactly what she had on and exactly what he had on. I don't know if I have it, but his bum ass was back on that couch. And if he was on that couch so bad, he caved that bitch in. You know how you're on the couch and you sit on for too long, you fat as fuck, and then what I'm trying to say is, if that never happened, why did you acknowledge it? Or did you think the magic you did will make us forget? And I'm not speaking for nobody else's experience, I'm speaking on my experience. And I'm saying the wholehearted truth. I could take a lie detector test right now. If it didn't happen, why the fuck you kicked him out and he moved all the way to Pennsylvania? Didn't come back for years. As a kid, I believed them. You're my mom, my family. I'm supposed to believe you, you know? And I just didn't like, now looking back, how they just, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to go out. We're going to have fun. As a way to distract or take away from this weird shit that happened. Like, you're fucking weird, bro. Like, a year, when I was 7 or 8, I moved upstairs and my mom got a new apartment. It was a 2-bedroom. I had my own room. And before, once again, it was cramped in that tiny ass apartment. My dad eventually moved in with us because he wanted to make things right with my mom for the sake of me, which I don't even think was a good idea. And before he left, because again, like I said, it wasn't going to work out. A kid will never make it work. I remember before he left, I had a dream that he died and it felt so fucking real. And I woke up crying and I just ran to him. Just crying. He was like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm going to be with God. And if I do die, I'll always be watching over you. Then my mom kicked him out because he called her out for cheating with a woman. After I moved out of the apartment, my grandma's apartment, my cousin started feeling away with me. Like, when my mom would drop me off downstairs, they would like be mean to me, bully me, try to not include me. It got to the point where we would be boxing that bitch. And I would let them play with it, but you know, being the only child, like, you got a time limit on my shit. And they like the time limit. So I can't blame them looking back now for not fucking with me. Because we was all in that small ass apartment. And then one day I just wake up and I'm upstairs in my own room, my own big room. And you're still in the same place. And I don't blame them. Even though it hurts, I still love them. Only time it wasn't shade is when it was me and my younger cousin. Like, we would just watch TV all day, chill, play around, pretend to be Baggers Club, watch soap operas with my aunt after Wendy Williams, The View, Young and Restless, Snap sometimes. And then in the summertime, they had this program. And I don't even think they have it anymore. It's called PAL, Police Athletic League. And they blocked the streets off and put a whole bunch of toys and shit so kids could play. It was right in front of my building. So mom would be like, oh, y'all go downstairs and play. Blah, blah, blah. And we would go out there, right? And just have fun. Back then, Park Hill was different. It was a different vibe. Right now, that was honestly right before the Africans invaded. Once the African invaded, shit, low-key was not the same. And the thing that kills me about this whole thing with my family being toxic and turning on me. Like, I'm sorry if y'all not in the same energy. I'm just reliving this shit, and this shit is like, I cried my heart out when I was writing all this because I just remembered everything. It felt like, and it's crazy with me and my young cousin. I really looked at her like my little sister for her, like dead ass. We was always together. We potty trained together. We would take baths together. We was babies. We did every fucking thing together. When I would see my dad outside, he's with my cousins and shit like that, my older cousins, so uncles, blah, blah, blah. I would always ask for money, I want snacks when I eat ice cream, shit like that. And I will always ask for him to get an extra few dollars for my cousin because, once again, she didn't have a father in her life, not to tell her this and that like that. And my dad knew he was like this. So, of course, if he's giving me money and you see her right there and she don't have no way to give her money, she don't have money, of course she's going to give her $1 or $2. You know what I'm saying? We was always together. When I went, when he would come get me, take me down the park, the movies, the pool, we go out to all types of shit. And she's with me, I will always ask her, can she come with me? Like, oh, I want my cousin to come with me. I always looked out for her because in my head, she was the closest thing I had to a little sister that I knew I was going to get because I knew my parents wasn't going to. I already knew what time it was. It's crazy because looking back, the triangulation started young. I remember us being kids in elementary school, they comparing our hair types, comparing our skin tones. Well, she's half Puerto Rican, so of course, they was on, they was compare us and shit like that. And they started low-key pieing us against each other because, like I said, we was like close, peanut butter and jelly. Like, everywhere you see her, you see me type shit. A low-key, like, tore us apart. For instance, I remember one time, when we was younger, we would always go out to the park together. We was forced to be out together. We couldn't go outside without each other. So you would go to the park and make friends with other girls in the area. We would just play Baragos Club, Manhunt, Double Dot. One summer, we used to have fun. We used to turn up. They used to have speakers, play music, free ice cream, free fruit, watermelon, stuff like that. It was a vibe. But one summer, my mother was like, we're going on a cruise. I never been on one before, and I was excited. I feel like me getting all this stuff and her now, and I'll be able to get all this expensive shit that I had affected her to the way that she started villainizing me, even though anything I had, she had, because I always share. And anyone to say I didn't is a fucking liar. I'm not gonna list the times because that's weird. I know for a fact, if I had it, she had it. I asked her, like, oh, can my cousin come with us to the cruise? She said she's going to talk to my mom, which is my aunt, about it. But my aunt was a single-teen mom of 2 working at a fast food paying bills. She didn't have extra money to be spending on the cruise. Plus, wouldn't it be fair? It would be unfair to take one kid and not the other, right? And it's understandable. And my mom asked, she's like, oh, I'm not helping pay for her. I have enough stuff. Selfish as usual, even though she had the money. I know she did. She just made every excuse in the book. Story short, we went to the cruise for like a week. I came back and that's when things changed. I remember it was weird. Once I came back from this cruise, the girls from the hood was treating me different and only talking or like being friendly with my cousin and not me. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, why is everyone treating me some type of way? I don't know. And they would just make up excuses. And I didn't want to be excluded. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know why. I was a kid. So I just stuck around anyway, even though they was treating me some type of way. Eventually, someone said, listen, I'm her friend. I'm not your friend. This continued for a long time. My oldest cousin, at this time, she started going to high school, hanging around a grown crowd. And one day, she came in the house drunk as hell in the morning, like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and my aunt was going over for her. And then she was drunk at the time. And randomly, she said, this is all your fault. And she said that someone had paid her. I go to the back, and she's blaming everything on my dad. And I'm like, whoa, I was there. Everyone know what happened. It wasn't my dad. It was your pervy ass uncle that hides in the Caucasus Park, Pennsylvania. And plus my dad was in jail during that time, so how is that? The timelines wasn't making sense. But niggas ran with that shit. Ran with that shit. The thing that kills me, they deny this shit to this day. But you can't deny something you had a conversation and acknowledge. In order to acknowledge something, you have to know it's true. They want to hide and cover up from all the men in my family. They're such fucking pig. She started saying it. They basically protected this nigga, this predator ass nigga. Confirmation. That's when I questioned everything, and they made me out to be the bad guy. Oh, you're just defending your dad. No, you don't make any fucking sense. He can't be two places at once. But I know he was here. Oh, they didn't do it. How are you gonna say and acknowledge it 5 years ago, and then today you wake up and say, oh, he didn't do it? They low-key guilt trip me. I'm not believing my cousin and stuff like that. Basically saying that I'm sticking up for my dad when I know he didn't do it. The fact that you guys allowed him to take my cousin, who's not his daughter, everywhere we went, and he never did anything to her or anyone else in the house. What makes, you just lying, and you're trying to cover up the real perpetrator to make everyone fucking comfortable. And that's what I don't like. They cover up lies with lies and lies and lies and lies. Nobody wants to tell the fucking truth. I'm tired of it. And how can you be two places at one time? It doesn't make sense. And they basically painted in my head I shouldn't talk to him. He did it. And that's when I knew they started doing witchcraft. Because one day I remember I was sleeping in my room and I woke up and I saw my mom standing over my bed stomping and making weird faces and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she run out and like, oh, nothing, making excuses. She's a terrible liar. Every time that lady lies, she looks up. She can't look in your eyes. She looks up and looks around and darts. You darting, you're a liar. Straight like that. And they really did everything they can to turn me against this man when he didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. Because I know what was done to me by your nasty ass fucking brother. I wasn't talking to my dad for a minute. Because like I said, they was playing. So he was saying that he's this, he's that, threatening the police, all this shit. And I lost out on time with my dad. I can never do that. Like a bitch running a lie. My dad didn't hear from me for a while, so he came to the house to check on me. Because usually I always call him when he's checking, or he would call me, but again, they try to make me out to be some bad guy for talking to my fucking dad. And I feel like this was a part of some plan, because a month after that, I saw him give me a hug, came to my house, and we was just talking, and randomly, my aunt, the one whose daughter accused him of hurting her like that, comes and just starts punching on him. And I'm yelling, and my mom is holding me back. Just keep saying, I didn't do it, I wouldn't do that, I never did it. And I knew he didn't do it, but they were just so adamant. A month before he died, I saw him outside. I was with my cousin. He said hi, gave me a hug, and he had a Bible on his ear. He whispered in my ear that he loved me no matter what. And he died literally a month later at the bus stop. I didn't talk for months after he died at all. I just cried. I almost didn't go to the funeral because I was just so sad. My mom took me. She shed that one tear, and she was just sitting there, and I was just crying. In 7th grade, I was still, grieving my dad, not talking much. But I smoked my first blunt, and that was the first time in a long time I felt better. At this point, my older cousin who accused my dad was kicked out on backstage prostituting and doing harder drugs. I feel like after my dad died, they felt like I had no one to protect me. And they took advantage of that shit. I got a insurance policy put out on my name. I started telling everyone around the community that I have mental health issues, out of control, I'm violent, all these things, all these lies. And of course, the first person she went to the lies to was her sisters. And of course, no one asked my side. No one cared for my side. Her word was gospel. When I say no one asked, she would go on the phone, over-exaggerate the situation, and they would just paint me out to be the bad guy. No doubts. When people have that type of power, they use it to control the narrative and create even more narratives that never existed. She started telling people I wasn't going to be shit. I smoke weed, I'm always high, which I was high. And she started lying, saying I was doing other stuff, but I really wasn't doing it. But since everyone saw me with the blood in my mouth, they just believed it. Not even caring that I lost one of the most important people in my fucking life. I don't give a fuck. And after my dad died, it's when my perverted uncle started coming around a lot more. Before, he would come once a year. Then he started coming every fucking holiday. I would just literally lock myself in my room. Or I would just go on the staircase, smoke a blunt. She tried to gaslight me. Oh, why did you ever hang out with your uncle? Why do you... I looked at her, you don't remember? I don't trust him. That never happened. She dead ass looked at me and said that never happened. I said, why are you lying? Why are you sticking up for him? And we got to this big argument. And guess who was the bad guy when she called her sisters? Guess who they didn't even ask questions about? Guess who they never gave a fuck? And it showed. I feel like after my dad died, he felt comfortable being around more. Like staying at my mom's house. Before, he would stay at my other aunt's house, who had a house. Like she had like a big ass house. He would stay at her house, but why would he choose to stay in the fucking project at my mother's house, out of all places? I don't know what the fuck he took this as. But I remember when he would come, I would just lock myself in my room and smoke. Cause like, why is he here? Why is he here? I was 12 when she started dating this lady that she's with now. 3 months later, after dating, she moved to her home. When I first met her the first time, she seemed nice, but the more time I spent with her, the more it was obvious she didn't want me around at all. She would invite me out to places, to like buffets and shit like that. Never asked any questions. She would just talk to my mom like I wasn't even fucking there. But my mom's like, oh, she invited us out so you guys can get to know each other better. Why am I, a 12-year-old, asking a grown-ass woman questions and she just dubbing my shit? Like, you can tell when someone doesn't want you around. She didn't try to get to know me. She didn't try to build any type of bond with me. She just set the dates and the invites and showed up. Because that made her look good. At least she tried. Didn't she invite you here? Didn't she invite you here? Meanwhile, at the fucking dinner, she just talking to my mom the whole time. It's like I wasn't even fucking there. And even when I would butt in conversations, I would see her like roll her eyes and do like little petty shit. Like, bitch, why am I here? I literally said that. I was 12 and a half or 13. One day I was saying something about, I don't know what I was saying, but she just rolled her eyes. I'm like, did you just roll your eyes? Why am I here? I got up and caught the bus home. From that day on, I was not feeling her because you came in my life. I didn't come in your life. You came in my life, my house, and you didn't even try to get to know me, and you treated me like I'm the outsider? That's crazy. And she was just so not used to having anyone besides my dad, that the first person I paid her attention, she just was ready to go all off for. And that's what was crazy to me. I thought we was going to be a family. Your actions contradicted everything you said. I remember like my mom, oh, I don't have money for this, that, and the third. I was wearing the same sneakers with a hole at the bottom, same old blue and yellow Griffins, the ones I know. Same old Easter Katie, same old black man. Those three in great rotation. I remember one time she's like, oh, I can't afford to get you new shoes this year. I remember going to Telco, the real ones I know, going with school shopping because she claimed we can go somewhere. It's like once this lady came in her life, I was just a non-fucking factor. She didn't even want to feed me at one point. She and her would lock themselves in her room, order takeout, and say, go eat what's inside, whatever's in the fridge. I was 13 years old. And she made this woman her whole world. And I was just in the other room. After I clocked her girlfriend's tea, I was labeled by. The only person I would talk to at that time was my cousin and my ex-best friend. I would always run away to my ex-best friend's house because, once again, she came from a good family and two nice families. That's one thing I always be thankful for. Because I remember those times, like, I didn't even have a phone service, I didn't have Wi-Fi, barely have food, and I would just go there and they would always feed me. And same with my cousin, like, when they would just cook, but I would just get some, but sometimes they didn't cook. They would go out to like vacations on the weekends. Like I said, you going on vacations, these events and shit like that, but you don't got money to get me school clothes. I can't get a new pair of sneakers, but you have money to go to these hotels and these vacations with her. I'll run away to my cousin's house downstairs with my aunt. My aunt knows how to cook. She knows how to cook. So anytime I hear she cooking, I would just run downstairs. And I guess I was down there a lot because she asked me, like, what your mom cooking? I said, her and Queen Water. She's like, she didn't get you nothing? I said, no. And I think she brought it up to my mom because, like, the next day or a day or two later, she cooked. She said, here, before you go down to your cousin's house making it seem like I don't feed you, it's food on the stove. Lying? I was at her house almost every night asking what y'all cooking, what y'all eating, what y'all cooking, what y'all eating. And people think I was just being greedy. No. They were dead as only cook for themselves. I know you don't like that, but what's that for dinner? So either gonna eat that or I don't know. Everything revolved around this lady. And when I first met her, she made it seem like we was gonna be a family. I didn't care about her being gay at all. I was like, okay, I didn't care. She seemed nice. And then as soon as she moved in, it's like the switch flipped. Her father, mother's father, my grandfather, she refused to let me meet him. He knew about me, saw pictures of me, I saw pictures of him. But the perverted uncle was the only attachment. She didn't want to meet or have anything to do with him, so she felt like I shouldn't. Which was unfair because that's the only grandparent I have and the only outlet from you, which I feel like that was the reason she didn't want me to. Regardless, he died and he left me and some money. The pervert and her took the money, rewrote the will, cut it with her girlfriend, and made a pact to make sure I know nothing about it. But what they failed to realize is when I was living there, I had UPS informed delivery, which means they took pictures of the mail that's sent daily to the home, and I saw a probate letter. I asked my mother about it, and she told me she didn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know, I didn't come here. I gave her so many chances to tell me the truth. Because if she would have said, I kept it from you because I feel like you wasn't ready, I'm like, okay, I would have had grace. To this fucking day, she swears, but I saw it. I have photos of it. How can you lie about a fucking screenshot I never took? I didn't take a picture of that mail. It was sent to the fucking mailbox that was supposed to be sent to you. And she refused to give me a mailbox key. Even at my own, she gave me a house key, but a mailbox, no. I have to wait until she checks it. I even reported to USPS multiple times, and it was just basically brushed over the rug. And I have receipts of that too. I knew something was up because I wasn't getting my mail, and I see the mail in my name being sent to this address, and it's magically not being sent, but everything else is getting sent. No, you're hiding something. Once again, I didn't have money, resources, or help to get a lawyer. I contacted plenty of lawyers, but of course, you need some type of what's the word for it? A deposit, or I forgot. Honestly, I just gave up. Like, they really took the house. He owned the house, and they took the money he left me. His only living grandchild. The pervert didn't have any kids, thank God. And my mom only had me. I had, once again, 3 other aunts, but that's from my pop-pop. My grandma remarried and had 3 children. That's when I knew that they was hiding it and they was lying. And I brought it up to them multiple times throughout the years, literally like 4 or 5 times. And every time I would bring it up, they were like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, and just play dumb. My cousin, the one that's a year younger than me, we started going apart because she hanging out with these friends, and these friends, another one passive aggressive comments, fake ass shit, coming out with it. And she basically chose them over me because she was telling my business that I would tell her about my mom and how she's treating me to all these different people, and somehow, some way, I'm like, how do you know what I'm going through? How do you know? I didn't tell you. Oh, that's how you know. So why are you telling my business to all these people? Why does everyone feel like They could laugh or tell me shit about things I never even spoke to them about and that he wasn't there. All because you're telling me. How can I trust you? Confronted her about it. I put the message right there on the screen. And that was honestly the last time I spoke to her for real. I was the bad guy. You know the script. And that's when I started going to my ex-best friend's house a lot because she had a basement room. So we would just go down there, chill, be on Ubu, the ones I know about Ubu, the real ones, and go live on Monkey too. Or I would go to my cousin's baby mama house. She was, 304 low key. But she always encouraged me to stay in school, and she always encouraged me that tricking is not the lifestyle. And I respect her for it because at that point in my time, I really just wanted to make any type of money. Like, I just wanted to leave. She would never do my hair, ever. Like, I remember not even want to go to school because bitches was really, I had to fight. I had to argue because people were talking about me, my shoes, the way I look. Everyone else was decked up and I just wearing the same shit. My hair always in a fucking bun, glasses with the leg falling off at the side, the tape. I had a fucking white bandana tied around my bun like I was Tupac. I'm not exaggerating. And plus I was smoking, just numbing myself because I didn't know what other way to deal with it. I didn't have nobody to talk to at all. When I was talking to my cousin, she told everybody my business. So at that point, I latched on to my ex-best friend. One day, I was smoking, and I came back in the house, and my mom wasn't there. Her girlfriend, I think she was somewhere on the computer in the living room, I believe, and she was on the phone. My mom's girlfriend was on the phone with her best friend's wife, a stud. And he was flirting, saying freaky and involves, all types of shit. And I'm listening as I'm pouring my lemonade. I'm like, am I just high? Or is this bitch flirting with her best friend's wife while my mother is not here? I'm thinking, oh shit, I got something on this bitch. Bet. I'll wait till my mom come in. I tell her everything. She immediately starts yelling at me, calling me all types of names, saying all different shit, saying I ain't shit, I never gonna be shit. I'm mad because I don't have nobody. She went the fuck up. And I flipped on her back because I was just trying to look out for you. And you coming for me, I cursed her the fuck out. It was bad. We was really about to fight. They called the police on me. She told me to get the fuck out. The police said she can't get out. Her name is on the loose. I'm skipping over parts. Let me go back. Before that happened, I was dealing with, like I said, I was alone, getting high, not doing what I was supposed to be doing. Some way, somehow, I met my child's father. I was 16, he was like 21. I know what you're thinking, why is that? And that's why I don't fuck with him now, because you had no business talking to me. You came harassing me. I didn't go looking for you. You came to me. My young, 16, lonely, depressed ass. You came preying on me like a fucking thief in the night. And that's exactly why I don't fuck with you now. Before I graduated high school, I was 17 when I graduated. I was 4 months pregnant. My mother was so pissed that she said she's not paying for my cap and gown. She's not paying for my hair to get done. And she never did pay for my hair to get done. It was always in a fucking bun. I had a flat iron once in a while. She kicked me out like that ass. And her being judged for it, I got judged for it. I had to fight for it. I got bullied for it. And that's why to this day, I always say, no matter what, even if I go to the store, I'm going to look good, bitch. I'm going to wear my hair any way I want. I didn't have any weave in my head. My mother was not paying for it. She wasn't. That's what I did. She kicked me out, but it happened after I told her, like, yo, she's cheating on you. And she called the police on me and told him that she wanted me out. And they said, you can't get out. She leaves. Next day, 6 o'clock in the morning, I heard slam. Oh my God. She removed me off the lease, then calls the police. And they like, we gotta get your stuff and go. Meanwhile, I had nowhere to go. Like nowhere. I packed all me and my daughter's stuff. She said, oh, my granddaughter always has a place to stay, but you have to go. I went downstairs to my aunt's house. And this is when I knew I was being sabotaged behind my back. And people would just look at me crazy, stop speaking to me. You could tell when people are walking around, when people are talking about you. You can feel that shit. And I wasn't sure why I was the topic, but I was. And little did I know they was going around with smear campaigns telling people all this stuff behind my back, saying I'm on drugs, saying that I'm this. First things first, let me clear, I never done drugs a day in my life. I love Mary Jane and Mary Jane only, and even then I don't even smoke anymore. And they love that narrative to this day, but you can, I'm not your daughter, bitch. The only thing I was doing was honestly smoking a lot to numb my pain. The thing that bothered me about my graduation, my high school graduation, one, my mother never graduated high school. She just got a GED. I don't know if she was salty about that, but she didn't say congratulations once. She didn't pay for anything at all. She showed up with her girlfriend. They both never said congratulations. They didn't even want to get on a picture with me. Why did they come? Oh, to save face, because it would look bad if they didn't come. I didn't have a cake. I didn't get any celebratory, no congratulations. I contacted my child's father, and he told me I was crying in the bathroom. The only one that said congratulations was my aunt's friend, the family friend who did my hair, and my aunt. Everybody else, they was just there because it was like was forced to be there. They didn't even want to be there. Packed my stuff and I left, and then I just lived for the rest of my pregnancy until I was about to give birth. I gave birth in January to about December. I was at my baby father's house, and I moved back in. Guess who came back around lurking? Pervert. And I feel like that's when I started having flashbacks again of what happened to me when I was a kid, because I have a daughter, and every time she would go in there, I would get so paranoid and jump in there and grab her. It was so bad. Mom would leave her in there with him, and I would flip out on her. And she's like, he never did anything to you, like defending him. Oh, he never did nothing to you. You're a liar. You're this. You're that. Why would I lie on him? What am I gaining from lying on him? He did it. I didn't feel comfortable with my daughter around him. And her wife her sister has connections to USPS. And that's why I never got the probate mail from Brooklyn Probate Court. And they're lying and working together to this day. I remember the day she kicked me out with my shit. I had nowhere to go. I had to call. I went to my aunt's house. She came out with a fur jacket laughing, basically blaming me, saying that I should never say that to my mom. I should have just did this. I should have let it go. She said, oh, you know how she is. That's just how she is. No, you don't treat people like that, especially your child. I remember leaving the building and the whole building outside, just standing around looking at me laughing, knowing I had nowhere to go. I had to call my ex. I was like, can I stay on your couch and my daughter friend so I could figure out where we can go? He said, yeah, I can. And I stayed up all night, and I was just thinking, crying, like, I didn't do it because I knew, even though my aunt had a 2-story house, she told me that I can't be over there. 2-story, about like 10 bedrooms. I couldn't be over there. Meanwhile, my other cousin, the one younger than me, she had a room upstairs in the attic. In the morning, I went to the child's father's house. I was terrified at the shelter at that time, so I wouldn't do anything. And he told me that basically he made me pay $500 a month to stay in his couch. And then he tried to bump it up to $700. And I'm like, I work at a fucking thrift store and I'm in college. Where am I getting $700 to pay your rent? And the crazy part is he had a girlfriend. Let's get into this story. Because I don't sleep. I said I was going to expose all my trauma. I'm exposing everything. I'm not staying here forever. Then he was trying to convince me to be in a polyamorous relationship with him and his girlfriend. One day I came home from work. I got in the shower. And, I was sleeping on the couch at the time. So I went to the couch in the living room. And I just walk in. And I see her sucking his dick. And he's just staring at me. Telling me to come. And I'm like, why am I coming? I don't even like it. So fucking creepy. Oh my god. I just went on the other couch, the lazy boy, and I just sat there, and she wasn't even doing it right. So it was just even more embarrassing. And he really got mad at me and gave me a deadline on when to get out of his house because I don't want to be a third in his relationship. I saved as much as I could. Like I literally didn't spend anything, and I ended up finding a cheap apartment in the Bronx. And instead of saying, "Oh, we're gonna leave," I know he was gonna try to fight me for custody and do the extra shit because he's mad that I don't want to be with him. So while Ari was in school, I packed my things and I left. I went to my new apartment and I slept on the floor for about 2 weeks until I saved enough money to get a bed for us. And I asked him one day, I was working full time because I was trying to pay rent, get a couch, and do everything by myself, no help. And I was like, "Oh, can I visit Ari?" She was still at his house because she had a bed there, and I didn't have a bed for her yet, so I'm not gonna bring her and sleep on the floor. So I'm like, "Oh, can I go visit Ari? Because I have a day off." I'm like, "Yeah, we can't take her though. Come to the house." Keep in mind, the whole time from the day she came out until when my mom kicked me out, I was her full-time parent at my mother's house. He wasn't even involved like that. We wasn't even talking terms before she came out. So the fact that you're telling me that I have to see my daughter that when I always took care of at your house and I can't take her out, that pissed me off. So I went to the house and I'm like, all right. I'm in the living room playing with Ari, and he just starts knitting. Literally, he had an old lady knitting a fucking scarf in the living room watching us. I'm like, can you give us some privacy? Like, why are you watching me with my daughter I took care of her whole life? Oh, get the fuck out of my house. Da, da, da. He was boxing like niggas in the street. You're not talking to me crazy about the child I always took care of without your assistance. You become a parent for 2 days and you think you running shit? No. Give me my fucking kid back. I ended up getting arrested because this bitch called the police on me. And we both ended up getting arrested. First they tried to gang up on me and make it seem like I was the problem because I didn't live there anymore. But he broke my glasses and there's scratches on my face because she's a girl. And the police locked both of us up. Anyways, we ended up getting out and had a court date. Now we had to battle in family court to see who she stayed with for the time. I ended up paying a very powerful Florida bitch for me to get custody of her so she could come and live with me again. I had to go on trial, testify in front of the judge, explain everything that happened and how the events that got here, and she granted me to get my daughter back. Because at that time, after me and him got arrested, she was left with his girlfriend. CPS came, took my daughter, and brought her to my mother's house. So she was at my mother's house for a few days while we figure out who she's going to be with. The judge says he has visitation and she was with me full time because she always been with me. After that, he was still mad I didn't want to be a third in his relationship. I was working, like I said, I was in college. I was working at a thrift shop and juggling rent, Con Ed, Wi-Fi, phones. It was a lot. And it was just me. on basically a penny ass salary. Not even a salary. I was working on an hour. I think I was making like 17 an hour. Bro, I don't know how I did it. I really don't. But I remember one time, it was towards back to school time, and I only had enough. I just paid rent, and Con Ed was on my ass. I only had enough to buy school supplies, so I asked him, yo, can you please get a few pairs of clothes so she could have it for school? And I texted him, went straight to a fucking the bubble, you know, the bubble when you go out in that fridge and it's not working, it just turned green. And I texted the girlfriend. I went to the girlfriend, and then they just ignored me. And that's what I didn't like, because you wanted to be in her life so bad. You was fighting for all this, and I just asked you to hold me down for a few days while I get my shit together. Because I'm going through something with my mom, and now you don't want to help. Like, I could fit her clothes. And the matter is, they both ignored me when I asked for help, and I swear to God, I never asked them for help unless I really need that shit. Unless I need that shit, and there's no other way, I will never ask them for help. And that one time, I dead ass needed it, and it wasn't even like I asked for money. I didn't ask for nothing. I asked them to go get the clothes for her so she could go to school. I tried to get a stripper job in New York City. They wouldn't let me because, you know, I'm not Spanish. But I did get a put on. My friend Angel lives in Vegas, and she said, listen, I could put you on to a club out here. You just gotta get here. I said, I bet. I want a new start anyway. I'm tired of New York. Everyone's weird in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx at the time. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. Packed, I sold that. Plus, I was getting evicted. That's a lot of things that I mentioned. I was getting evicted. I was late, and the landlord was not fucking with me. So I already knew that time was gonna come. So I just said, fuck it. I sold most of the furniture I had, everything I had, and I packed our shit, and we moved to Vegas. And Angel called me on to this club. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad club at all. It was very pretty. And I worked there for 3 days until one of the girls that's been there for about 5 years got mad when I was giving a dance to one of her customers. And we got into a fist fight. And you know, seniority rules in the fucking strip club. So since she was there for that years and I was there for only 3 days, you already know who they gave the boot to. So now I'm scrambling because I'm thinking like, damn. I went to all these other different clubs too. Got the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9, the 9. Now I have no choice. I have to get a new job. Look, I got a job at this pawn shop. Once again, while I'm going through all this shit, let's recap. While I'm going through all this shit, none of my family is talking to me. No one checked on me. No one asked about me. They're just spreading lies. And it came back to me. No one gave a fuck about me when I was in the Bronx or when I was in Vegas. Confirmation. They put me through so much shit that I didn't even have to go through. They did that shit on purpose. And that's why I moved the way I moved. I don't know. A lot of people think I'm just stuck up. I'm just mean. No. I got fucking everybody turned on me. Everyone did me slime. Everybody. It was intentional as fuck. They hated on me so bad. They hated on me like I took something. And after I got demoted, honestly, I took my last money. I bought Frontier tickets for a 3 a.m. flight. Got to New York around 8, 9 a.m. and then just went to path. Something. I'm just gonna go to the shelter. So I did. And I stayed there for a year. Yeah. I ended up eventually leaving, got my own apartment. And I don't know, that's pretty much how I ended up here in real time. I don't talk to my mom or none of my aunts. I never did talk to my aunts because they only called my mom and listened to bad things about me, which altered their view of me. which ultimately turned everyone else in the family against me. I had relationships, and once I got off the train when I was going to the shelter, I ran into one of my exes, and he apologized to me and told me basically that he needed the money that they offered. That's why he stopped talking to me. He ghosted me, and he said he was sorry after dating. And that's when I realized, and he basically confirmed that they be paying people to stop talking to me. They even got my ex-best friend to turn on me. See the messages here. She was over there telling, like, when I left to Vegas and shit, and I was telling her what's going on. Once again, I wasn't talking to my family at all. When I would go tell her what's going on with me in Vegas, she'll go behind my back and tell my mom stuff. But here's the text messages of her planning phone calls and planning evil shit with my mom behind my back. And that's when I cut her out. Because how dare you? You know everything this woman done to me ever since I was a fucking teenager. You know how she treated me. You know how she turned that woman over me. You know how she wasn't taking care of me properly. Not even buying me new shoes, not new school supplies, none of that shit. She wasn't a mother to me. She's a fucking surrogate. And you knew that. And you still teamed up with her to do the fraudulent shit against me when I always had your back. Always. No matter what, when bitches was coming for your head for sleeping with their man, I had your back. When you was going out as a minor, sucking dick to the late nights, lying to your parents, saying that you was spending the night at my house and I let you in at 6 o'clock in the morning, people forget the things you do for them. And the crazy part is, she had everything. She lacked nothing. And she was still jealous of me and my bum ass graphies. I will never understand a bitch like that. You knew my struggle. You knew what I was going through. And you still turned on me like everybody else. When I always been there for you. And she's another one that be going on her mouth about me, saying this like we still talk. I haven't talked to you in years and I don't intend to. You fucked up. You turned on me. And I never turned on you. If that don't work, they'll send one of fucking my cousin's friends to try to talk to them because she has a thing. Anyone I even look at, even a trash bag in the side of the street, she gotta have a piece of that. And people still think I don't know about that. I know. The last time I saw my family, I tried to give my mom a chance again. She claimed she went to therapy and she's trying to change, blah, blah, blah. She's not. She's a fucking narcissist. And she has a false sense of entitlement with no accomplishments. She acts like she's so prestigious and she can look down and be negative to everyone. But this bitch barely got a GED. What have you accomplished for you to look down on me? How dare you turn people against me for being myself? And I was a fucking kid. And everyone just thinks it's okay. It's not okay. If it was anyone else, they would be fucking outraged. I didn't deserve that. The last straw, when I stopped completely talking to her,
Everybody knows that they're guilty. Everybody knows that they lied. Everybody knows